Hello, thanks for visiting 10421 Fernwood Road. My name is Steve Kalem. I'm a senior mortgage banker at US Bank, and I've been working with the sellers and the listing agent on this beautiful home in Bethesda. We've been working to try and address affordability issues that have come up in our market due to the fast increase and high increase in interest rates over the past 12 months. So we have come up with these incredible solutions that will address the affordability issues in monthly payment and even in down payment. They're all powered by the generosity of the seller. And I'd like to walk you through them. You may have an actual flyer, which would be great, but if not, let me share my screen and walk you through. So you should see, as I'm sharing, 4 vertical columns on the screen, and they represent the sale of this beautiful home for $859,000. Okay, the first column on the left is the current market rates and the current situation. So typically I've seen coming across my desk 20% down, 80% loan. That's the illustration I have in column 1, but we can do this with 10% down or more, 15%, 10 or 15%, no mortgage insurance, or any other amount that you'd like. So for the example here, let's use the 20% down, go down the column, you see what that equates to as far as dollars for the down payment. You see the 30-year fixed interest rate, which is great compared to where it's been, but not as good as it was. And then you see the closing cost in Montgomery County, standard fees if you're not a first-time home buyer, adding everything together, just shy of $195,000 with 20% down and the closing cost on that magic day. Total payment at 5 7/8 listed there includes principal and interest on the loan, taxes on the property, insurance estimate on the property, and the homeowners association fee. Now, the seller has agreed to contribute funds towards a buyer's closing costs, but specifically towards reducing the interest rate in one of 2 ways to make it more affordable for them. The first way is to permanently buy down the interest rate by 0.5%, and the second is to temporarily buy it down over a period of time over 2%. So let's look at the first option, column 2. You go down and you see that it's exactly the same numbers, 20% down, but now the rate goes down 0.5%. That is 5 3/8 compared to 5 7/8, and that lowers the payment $225 every month, about $2,700 in the first year, every year thereafter. Additionally, it reduces the closing cost. You see the number there by almost $5,000. That's because the seller is contributing a little bit. With the preferred financing, we're contributing a little bit, the lender, and there's a tax deduction. I'm happy to go through this with you, but at the end of the day, because of the points paid for by the seller, the buyer would get a tax deduction. I'm happy to work that out with you on the tax brackets and things like that. Please give me a call. The other option is a temporary buy down. It's called the 2-1 buy down. It's not new, but it's unusual in this situation. We buy down the interest rate 2% from the start rate, the note rate, the first year, 1% the second year. So in column 1, you see the 30-year fixed note rate is 5.875. So buying it down 2% in column 3, that makes the rate 3.875 for the first 12 months. That, as you go down, you see that saves you $834 every month for the first 12 months. That's over $10,000 right there. And then the second 12 months, it's 4 7/8, and that's going to save you half as much, $417 a month every month, another $5,000. So you've got $15,000 savings over the first 2 years, and then the rate would go to 5.875 for years 3 through 30, a great fixed rate in today's competitive market. Truth is, most economists believe rates are going to come down. The Fed has increased the rates so much, and they're trying to fight inflation. Rates should come down in the next 2 years, and this gives you 2 years to navigate that time. They'll probably come down in the next 12 to 14 months, but that's another conversation. This protects you, and in a worst case scenario, you see how the maximum payment it could ever go up to is the 5188 that's in the column 1. Okay, now this is such a low payment, 4354. I just wanted to point out that in today's market at the rate 5 7/8, if you reverse engineer this whole thing, that's the payment for a $548,000 loan. If that was an 80% loan, that would be buying a house for $685,000. This house is $859,000. So you're getting an incredible deal on this. Okay, you're getting a price, a home at an $859,000, and you're paying the monthly payment of the price as though it was $685,000 in today's market. The last column represents the other side of the coin, minimum amount of money down, reducing the interest rate. We can do the 2-1 buy down on an adjustable loan. I can do it on an adjustable loan and reduce the interest rate even more than this, but I did the 10-1. It's a loan that's fixed for 10 years and then adjusts. We go down the column, 10% down is only $85,900 to get into the house. The monthly payment to do the 2-1 buy down, it's 3.75 the first year, 4.75 the second year, then 5.75 years 3 through 30. We already talked about what the economists believe are going to happen and what's going to happen in the market. Look at the cash to close. It's $108,000. Let's call it 109 actually, and the payment is 4703. It's a little bit less than half as much than the 20-year, than the first calculation, the first column, 20% down, 108 as opposed to 194K down payment. And the payment is $400 less every month. It's a win-win. So let me stop sharing my screen and just thank you so much for following through with this. I know it's a ton of information, but please call me. Feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to do the numbers on this for any scenario. We can work with the sellers. The message here is that we're trying to help everybody get a great home and make it affordable. And if we can find some kind of happy medium by doing these numbers, let's go and do it. Thanks again. If there's any questions on any of this stuff, please feel free to give me a call. Have a great day. Bye-bye.